I believe they're in a third game right now. Yeah, Leah Jansen just pulled out the second 11-4. So we'll keep tabs on that one.
Zero, zero. Point.
Another fun fact, Mo is lefty.
1-0.
So different looks all around for Ben Johns.
Side out.
And we all know, like, Ben doesn't come out blazing 100%. He really settles into his games. It's a little slow here to start.
Side out.
Mo with a good look on the cross court, but misses just wide. He is an aggressive player. When he has the opportunity, he's going to try to paint that line.
Swift cat and mouse play from Ben Johns. Carves out the angle, then hits him high down the line for another point. 152 career titles
2-1
for Ben Johns. 41 of those in singles. No longer, quote-unquote, easy to win a title in singles as it once was for Ben. What a play by Mo Alhouni. Looks like a slam dunk.
An Ernie in singles? Only Mo.
1-2.
With that hang time.
Side out.
Goes for the inside-out drive on the third. Buries it into the net. Ben Johns loads back up.
Two, 1. Side out. One, 2.
Nice.
Point.
Beautiful ball from Mo Alhouni, challenging Ben Johns down the line.
Two, 2. Side out.
Heavy return to the corner from Ben Johns.
Mo loves his forehand,
2-2.
so he will sacrifice moving all the way to the corner there in order to find it.
Point.
Alhouni played tennis in Spain and picked up some Spanish there, and you see him when he does celebrate, he has the classic C.
3-2.
And that's when he's all fired up. He's going to start going.
So I was wondering where that came from.
Point.
Ben with the sneaky attack to the forehand. Alhouni just behind it with a big backswing.
4-2.
Generous call from Ben. Drop volley is attainable. Mo Alhouni follows it up with a volley for the side out. Have to get another look at that ball Ben hit there down the line. Live, I thought maybe it's just a hair wide, but could be wrong.
Side out.
Mo is trying to find his passing shots right now. I don't know if it's the presence coming from Ben, but it almost feels like he's trying to be 100% perfect on that shot.
What a ball from Ben Johns.
Five, 2.
Too good. Great extension. Full length could give Ben Johns some trouble here.
I like that Mo didn't rush coming up to that ball feeling like he had to do anything. He just set himself up for that reach on the angle. coming up to a ball, you might
2-5.
feel like you have to hit really hard, but he's able to control it nice and soft to give himself time.
Point.
Followed up with a huge forehand down the line. That's his shot. He's feeling good now. Watch out for Mo.
Three, 5. Side out. You can't appeal, you can challenge.
Mo concedes and says, I trust you, which
5-3.
Ben agrees.
Side
It is
out.
different when you're not used to coming onto championship court and on grandstand as well. You know, all the other courts don't have that challenge system. You forget, you might not remember, as opposed to
a great point.
who's always
3-5.
on
Yeah.
this court and understands the rules.
That's a great point. Something to be taken for granted for sure. What a play by Mo Alhouni. Loves that forehand. You mentioned it. Fades away inside out there.
Yeah, he's able to go down the line with it, inside in or inside out, and so that's why he really wants to move his feet so he could get around it and really
4-5.
manipulate where he wants to go.
Side out.
See
Coming.
Ben Johns continuing to go to that corner to force a backhand.
5-4.
He wants to see what he's got with the backhand. And he's able to find it there
Point.
as Mo's coming in. Mo's not able to do as much on the backhand side, so look out for Ben to continue to pick on that side.
6-4.
Nice.
Point.
ETP and a beauty for Ben Johns. Iconic shot, iconic pro.
Timeout receiver, 7-4.
I like the timeout from Mo. He's trailing from 3 points, and he's got to figure it out. He's got to figure out what he is going to do with that back.
Which Ben Johns took a break from singles. Back in action in a Grand Slam. It doesn't feel the same without Ben Johns in the mix
7-4.
in the singles draw. That's for sure. Great fan base to start here at the Lifetime
Side out.
facility. Big serve for Ben Johns. Goes a bit deep.
Gotta
4-7.
wonder, you know, all these players who are just coming in, they're going hard, but Ben did that for 5 years.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, so it's okay for him to take a break. You got to think about longevity and taking care of himself mentally and physically.
Five, 7.
Nice.
Point.
Sweeping pass again for Mo Alhouni.
You can see Ben there trying to read the body language of Mo on that left side of the court with
6-7.
his forehand. Where is he going?
Side out.
Ben really just getting balls in play to see the looks so he could make plans for the
7-6.
future. It's kind of like chess out there.
Point.
A good timeout for Mo, though. He was down by 3, now only by 2. So if he could find some
8-6.
momentum here, now's the time.
Point.
Feathery drop, and Mo Alhouni can't believe he missed it. Sitting up on a tee.
Nine, 6.
Nice again. Second Ernie of the match for Mo Alhouni in singles. It's a rarity.
Well, Ben keeps going there, so Mo's like, why not?
Perhaps should have done that on the ball you
6-9.
missed a moment ago. Wow. Runs to the backhand side for the pass. Mo Alhouni back on the board.
That lob saved him, gave him the time to get back into the point and get to that shot that he so desperately needed. Great work from Alhouni.
Side out.
Again, that lob, right? You're going to go for something twice in a row when it works in your favor. That time he was a little short on that passing shot on the backhand side.
9-7. Let 9-7.
Ooh, what a read from Mo Alhouni. Make it Ernie number 3.
I cannot. Can we put the counter up? Because this is incredible. I haven't seen this many Ernies in a singles match forever. This is great stuff here. The confidence to do this shot over and over, unreal.
7-9.
Ooh.
Side out.
Can't follow it up with a point. Ball back to Ben Johns, looking to go up game points. But Mo Alhouni making him earn it, which you thought would be the case.
9-7.
The tee. And the redrop. Alhouni gets the fadeaway pass. Skipped off the tape. He'll take it.
Can you believe Alhouni came up to the net first in that point and ended up with a passing shot on the forehand side? Unreal.
Dynamic game to start, that's for sure.
7-9.
Ben Johns doing what Ben Johns does. He's really making you feel the pressure. He's going to the backhand side on the baseline of Alhouni. He needs to figure that out. Figured out the backhand Ernie there. Now he's got to figure it out from the baseline.
Point.
Heavy ball from Ben Johns. Wicked backhand punch out of the air.
Game point.
Flicks it down the line for game point.
Seven.
Nice way to get out of it from Mo Alhouni. Gets to the net first, curls in a dropper with some topspin. Fights off a game point.
Yeah, Mo does a really good job at mixing it up with passing shots and making his opponents go on the move. So he's giving different looks. I like that a lot from his game.
7-10. Side out.
Game point number 2 for Ben Johns.
10-7.
Nice deep return. Volley invites Ben to the kitchen.
Side out.
And we'll make sure he's okay as he crashes nearly into the net. Good sportsmanship so far between these two.
Okay, there you go. And that's a dangerous thing. If you give the same look to your opponent, the opponent might figure it out. You don't want him to figure it out when you have match point. Now you're putting the pressure on yourself.
Whoa, he got it.
Another example of finding it, right? So now Ben Johns might want to, go to the forehand side, mix it up a little bit because Mo is on fire in that right corner with his backhand.
9-10.
Didn't get it off the
Side
tape
out.
twice. Side out. Game point number 3 for Ben Johns.
Game point. Ten-9.
The turn was close. Ben Johns plays it. Love to get another look at that one. Somebody in the crowd said it was out. Mo looked up at him just to clarify exactly what they had just said.
And you know what's interesting is that's a second close call that Ben just didn't call out. So
9-10.
I like
how
that
close
he.
these shots are, huh?
I like that Ben errs on the side of in for the most part. ATP. Ooh,
Side out.
12 inches away from tying it. Instead, it's game point number
Game
4
point.
the other way.
Yeah, Alhouni rushed that shot. When you're moving in, he needs to slow it down. He needs to slow it down. He's
10-9.
been doing that all game. Just got a little rush there.
Ernie number 4. He recovers back, goes to the same corner,
Side out.
and denies the 4th game point for Ben Johns.
What a matchup. Look at that.
What a wild ending to this one.
Nine-10.
Oh, and a backhand winner to tie it at 10.
Been a little frustrated with himself on that last decision. Again, going to that right corner. I was thinking he was going to mix it up, give a different look, as Mo's been on fire there. Big
10-10.
plays from Mo.
Monstrous backhand, as much as he loves that forehand.
Side out.
See, and that's the switch up there, is going to the opposite end and then exposing the backhand side instead of just going to that side over and over again.
10-10. Point.
Big serve from Ben. That's huge
Game
on a
point.
10-10 point.
Game point number 5 now for Ben Johns.
11-10.
Drop volley. Johns is there. The other way. Alhouni barely misses. Wow. And Ben Johns survives the first. And we're just getting started. It's 12-10.
Family, close brothership. There's 3 of them here
Game 2,
that come
time
on
in.
tour. So let's see if he could put some good
0-0.
words in the man's ear.
Let's see. Mo Alhouni to serve first in game 2. Opts for the inside-out drop. Opens up the corner the other way. What a play by Mo Alhouni.
And that's something that we did not see in game 1. He mixed up a drop on the forehand side. So there's another tool
1-0.
that Ben Johns has to worry about.
Side out.
You did meet one other time before. It was at the Grand Slam event last year in May. Ben Johns won 11-6, 11-6. And even if the road ends here for Mo Alhouni, has to be really proud of the effort
0-1.
he's put out and the improvements he's made in a short amount of time. Drop volley. Johns gets there. Carves out an impossible angle. How does he do it?
So good. I don't know how he gets there and hits such a beautiful shot. And he's so composed when he does it as well.
1-1.
Oh, Johns had the read, just sent the volley out.
Those are the types of shots that I was curious about, carving that ball out wide, getting the feel for the topspin. The ball's very responsive at the paddle, so it went way wide. Those are the kind of things that I wanted to see here in this matchup. Ben's been doing such a good job at controlling these shots, but every once in a while it slips away.
Big approach from Mo Alhouni down the line on the backhand, too.
You know, Ben has been giving a lot of body shots to Mo when Mo comes in. I was wondering if Mo was going to do the same, and there it was closer to the body than most other shots. Ben thought it was going to go out to his wingspan, but
2-1.
kind of closer than he thought.
Side out.
Mo goes for the big serve there. There's nothing wrong with that in singles. Big serves just sets yourself up for the next shot.
Point.
All done. Mo got a good read on that. Ben Johns has just explosive movements, which makes him quick in this game. It's the anticipation
2-2.
before it even comes over the net. And then on the other side, you got the length.
Right.
Makes you quick, so it's just so much fun to watch.
He's efficient with his movement, too. He being Mo Alhouni with that length. It's not always
2-2.
an easy balance to strike.
Point.
Got some Minnesota fans for Mo Alhouni in the crowd. It's nice to see.
Three-two.
There it is again. That's how Mo started off this game too, was with that drop. And Ben did not see it in game one, so he's still kind of feeling that out, and it's a great move from Alhouni.
Take another look.
4-2.
Shows he was going big. The groundy. And John's on that one. A little high. From Mo. Side out.
Looks like Alhouni's really targeting the forehand side of Ben Johns as he's coming up to the net. Wants to keep it away from the backhand side. What?
Wow. Ernie number 5.
Where's that tally?
Unbelievable. Mo Alhouni is an Ernie King in this matchup.
4-2.
Take another look on the backhand side, too. Whoa. Mo cannot believe it. Neither can we. Unbelievable tact from Ben Johns.
He saw Mo cheat over to the left side looking for his forehand, and that's where Ben does such a good job at getting early for a shot. He holds his shot until he sees his opponent move.
2-4.
Well done from Mr. Ben Johns.
Side out. Four-two. Side out.
Oof, that's tough to see. Mo going for such a big angle on the run, but Ben Johns was already in place to hit any shot. Got to be careful with that. Slow things down.
2-4.
Nice ball from Mo. Hits it into space.
4-2.
And Mo will call a timeout to regroup. An offensive timeout.
What you don't see, you might not see.
Slam number 2.
So my question is, Ben Johns could sustain this level of play throughout 5 games because he's made a championship Sundays in singles. Alhouni is new to this, so I want to see if his level of intensity will continue throughout this matchup.
Too good. Fade away off the bounce. Saw the opening at the last moment.
Yeah, this is high level pickleball. Every single shot is so well executed and planned. So it's hard to sustain that for such a long period of time.
Ran around the backhand, hits the forehand. Mohaned Alhouni is not thrilled about something.
Side out.
Not sure what the discussion is courtside.
Mo's smiling now, so whatever it was, he's just going to move on.
Ooh, every ball to the backhand side from Mo. Gets burned on his own backhand.
He's been bringing Ben Johns up to the net with that drop volley. He wants Ben to come up, which is kind of interesting because he sets himself up to like pass him on the next shot. He just needs to keep up with his anticipation. It's a good shot selection, just needs to keep up.
Side out.
Yeah,
I'm curious why that would be. Why would he want Ben to come up?
Ben has good passing shots. You know, he just doesn't. Mo wants to take control of the point first. And if that's going to be the case, then he's going to bring it in where he feels most comfortable.
4-3. Point.
It's the first return Ben Johns has missed in this matchup. It seems like every point has been so good.
5-3.
There it is. Line drive and a beauty. And a big C to pay it off. 6-3. Mohaned Alhouni leads. Game 2, looking for a third deciding game. Winner advances to the quarterfinals.
Point.
And he adds another. Gets up to the kitchen, meets Ben Johns, sends another angle outside the kitchen area.
He is under control.
Michelle, if you had to guess the last time Ben won a
7-3.
gold medal in singles, what would you think it would be after this point?
I would want to say early last year.
It's actually February of this year, but it feels like last year, doesn't it?
Wow. Jeez, which one was that?
In Mesa.
Okay, okay.
And a win over Hunter Johnson, but that was his only medal, gold medal since Virginia Beach, to your point, last year. So pretty fascinating stuff.
And there's so many tournaments. It's so hard to keep track of, but we're lucky that we get to watch it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Point.
Ben Johns, so good with showing that backhand early preparation. Where is he going to go? Again, Mo moves a little early, and Ben will go right behind him.
4-8.
So
just fluidity. Slapper out of the air, too. Ben Johns greets the chance to put that ball down from the transition area.
Ben Johns right now with momentum. It's a little scary to see on the side of Mo. How can he stop him here? Because the quality of Mo's shots haven't been good enough. Ben's been really abusing the last two backhands.
Ben Johns forging a comeback with a vengeance.
Timeout, receiver, 6-8, 45 seconds.
Mohaned Alhouni forced to call his free challenge. Drop volley.
Okay.
That time with an angle.
I like that. This time, Mo didn't do the drop volley on the first shot. He worked the point a little bit longer and was more patient in developing a good ball. So that's the kind of execution you need from Mo right now in order to force a third.
Yeah, it's a great observation there for sure. That's what's required of you to beat the best. Especially with a player like Ben who can adjust so quickly on what you're doing, what strategy you're throwing. And we have A missing ball and a great soldier who has climbed underneath the rafters. I think that's Greg down there. Ryan, excuse me.
Yeah, punished.
Side out.
And this is where I was asking, could Mo sustain this high level throughout this entire match? And it looks like he's just slowing down just a little. But that little is so much, especially against a player like Ben.
The ATP within reach. The ball spins away from him instead.
Beautiful shot from Ben Johns there on the reach.
So much spin. It just jumped out of the strike zone from Alhouni's battle.
7-8.
Going for number 6. Mohaned Alhouni is so on that. Ben finally misses on that dink. He rarely does. So the pressure is on.
Has to be some sort of record. 5 Ernies in a singles match. We'll have to dig into the archives on that one.
Whoa, that's so huge for Mo. The off-pace drip, we call it the drop drive. Love to see that from him. That's been such a good shot for him in this game. That's number 3, passing Ben Johns.
9-7.
Looking to go up game point here. And a missed return will help. Game point for Mo Alhouni to force this to a third.
The change in pace on that serve was a very high IQ.
10-7. Side out.
Matter of inches. Into the net it goes. Ben Johns saves the game point.
Alhouni has to really dig deep here for this side out. It is not over.
Patient drops. And Mo Alhouni gets off balance. That's all it takes. One misstep. And Ben Johns does not deter from his game plan. Needs 2 points.
Standing straight right now. He has to keep that athletic position.
8-10.
On that forehand side.
His third. Alhouni goes deep to the middle. And Ben Johns chokes him up. Game point number 2. Just wide.
Alhouni,
point saved.
This is what worries me about Alhouni. He's trying to go big off of one shot instead of working the point, which he's been doing so well. So in pressurized points, he needs to find patience. He needs to find that patience.
So much easier said than done when the moment is right there. Deep on the return. Alhouni gives one back. Chance to tie it for Ben Johns.
9-10.
Big rip on his way up to the kitchen. Side out. Game point number 3 for Mo Alhouni.
Johns also looking for the opportunity for a quick point. It's like they're in a rush.
Wide.
Side out.
And Alhouni throws his hands in the air, looks to his brother. Like, what happened?
9.
Just trying to find a big shot and on a big point.
9-10.
Go all out.
Ernie number 6 for Mo Alhouni. This guy is an animal.
So big. This
Game
is
point.
We're watching greatness here. This is amazing.
Game point number 4 for Alhouni.
10-9.
Big drive, and we are going 3. Mo Alhouni strikes through the opening, make it 11-9, and the underdog still alive, looking to polish off the Cinderella story in 3 games. Our place to honeymoon. Grand Slam fashion. Game 3 upon us now. We're on Humana Championship courts. Mo Alhouni feeling confident with that no-look pass at the kitchen.
Love to see it. He came out strong like that in game number 2, and he won it. So something tells me he's on to spot to the quarterfinals.
0-0.
But never count out Ben Johns, because when you think you have him, you think you got him all figured out, all of a sudden he brings the next level, and then your mind gets really blown.
He does have a way about him to do that, doesn't he?
The drop volley from Mo. I know people aren't a big fan of drop volleys, but I love them because it moves your opponent out of position and moves them to somewhere where they might not be comfortable with, especially in singles.
I was going to say, definitely a more effective shot in singles than doubles in today's game with the foot speed of most players.
0-0.
Lobs up, and it's good. Wow, what a battle, and Johns gets the last punch. Crowd goes nuts with the boys on court.
It is very tough to pass Ben Johns. And as you can see there, Mo tried about 7 or 8 times on the baseline. Ben Johns doing such a good job at reading where the ball's coming. Beautiful work.
0-0.
Ooh. Wow. HAP secured. Mo Alhouni finds the corner. Outrageous.
He was struggling at the baseline. He couldn't find anything. And, you know, that last shot, he put everything into it to get to that ball and execute. Well done from Alhouni. And it's 0-0 in game 3. So good.
0-0.
Beautiful work by Ben Johns. Out of the air. Waits out Mo Alhouni. Hits the winner. Ball back to Johns. No points to speak for both sides.
Ben is really making Alhouni work right now by keeping him back at the baseline, where Alhouni hasn't been successful
0-0.
Yet in this game. He needs to get to that net, find a way.
Side out.
But that's the thing. Ben's going to make you work now. There's not going to be an easy point here.
0-0. Side out.
Just wide.
Again, Alhouni on the stretch, trying to go big and just really give it his all. It's not going to work that way.
Well, it certainly makes a difference here. First of 3 matches for Ben Johns. This is the only match for Mo Alhouni. The only match he can give his all to. What a play.
Side out.
Beautiful stretch on the forehand side going cross court. Beautiful angle there. That length is something that we can't all get, but Alhouni's going to take advantage of it.
0-0.
Nice drop. Alhouni taking control. Ben Johns throws up a lob in desperation. Mo Alhouni takes care of it. Opens up the scoring in game 3.
After all that?
I know.
1-0.
By the way, Jay DeVilliers up a game on Gabe Tardio and up 9-2 in game 2. So that would be a massive run for the 35 seed, looking to get back in contention.
The Flying Frenchman playing so good.
0-1.
He's also in all 3 events today as well.
Yeah, knocked out Jaume Martinez-Vic yesterday. Ooh, that's good.
Point.
And it's just so good. Mo stares at it like,
So remember we talked about, you know, Ben all of a sudden showing you things he hadn't shown you all match. That's it. That's the example right there.
1-1.
The deception, the composure.
Side out.
It's really nice to see Ben Johns in singles. It's something special, I think, you know.
1-1.
too much. Side out.
Alhouni's gotten a little excited off of some shots, and he needs to find his composure in order to get some points on the scoreboard.
Off the tape and into the corner. Ben Johns will take another point.
Side out. One, two. Point.
A couple errors from Johns. Start to read a little bit of negative body language from Johns.
Point.
His return. Alhouni jumps ahead by 1.
3-2. Side out.
You got to take advantage of opportunities like that. When Ben misses 3 in a row, you fight harder. You know what I mean? Like, that's the opportunity where you should be really
2-3.
going for it.
And slam the door shut, to your point.
Mo overturns his
Point.
call, calls it
You
out.
can. Yeah.
He's asking if he
There's
can
also
challenge.
a point. Referee timeout. We have a challenge of the in ruling.
call.
The in ruling puts us at .33. We will now proceed to video review.
He wanted to call it out, thought he saw it out.
Here's Onisha Smith.
After review, the in ruling stands. Loss of a challenge. No free challenges remaining. 1 free challenge remaining. We'll resume play at .33.
By the way, a match point for Liz Trueluck. Big run for
I don't know. I don't
Liz
see
over
the-
Salome Davidze, looking to get into the quarterfinals.
Oh, that's huge.
It's a Major League Pickleball teammate of Ben Johns, who was used as an alternate in Columbus.
Time in. 3-3.
Off the tape lands in. Ben will get another look at it.
3-3.
Ooh, just wide for
Side
Johns.
out.
I really like Alhouni there. He reaches into the kitchen, doesn't try to go big for a winner, but places it in the perfect spot.
3-3.
That's what he needs to do with his game.
Point.
Heavy ball from Mo Alhouni. Pulls it inside in, down the line, finds a pass on Ben Johns. same corner.
Alhouni's finding the backhand again. Since game 2, he's been feeling really confident here. Ben, again with the body language, looking a little negative.
5-3.
Can Alhouni take advantage of that?
Has to get this point here, it feels like. Oh, a great battle at the baseline, but Ben Johns perseveres.
That's what I want to see from Alhouni, though. Give it all. Ben Johns always finding the answers.
3-5.
Off the net and in for the second time in game 3.
Off the tape. Count it. Tie game.
Where have you been hiding that shot, Johns? So good.
5-5.
Oh, short of the ATP. John steals back a 1-point lead.
Point, timeout, change ends, 6-5.
And we will change ends there. 6-5. It's hanging on with a 1-point lead at the end change. Big serve to the corner.
Point.
Pulls Alhouni out of position right away. Make it a 7-5 lead for Ben Johns.
Alhouni has to dig deep here. He's got to really find it.
7-5. Point.
Hate to see that missed return on such a crucial time in the match.
8-5.
Nice. Perfect coverage of the kitchen. And a much-needed side out for Mo Alhouni.
Yeah, you could see live action here on this court. Ben Johns' serve is actually bigger. His shots have
5-8.
more behind it.
There it is.
Point.
Inside out, lands in. Deficit looks more manageable from here. Had to be big, and it was. Mo Alhouni hits the ATP, now has a chance to tie it.
Unreal. He's been caught up in a couple of those points at the baseline, trying to find that big shot, that big winner passing, and then finally gets it. Game 3 at 8-6.
Out of reach.
Side out.
Ben Johns delivers a volley for the books. Side out. 1-point lead for Ben Johns.
Yeah, Ben stuck that volley way better than the last shot. He's like, that's not going to happen again. No, sir.
Every point has been a battle in this one. Ooh.
Side out.
Oh, Alhouni brings Ben Johns deep beyond the baseline with a precise volley. Another chance to tie it here at 8. Wow.
Side out.
Ben Johns perseveres again, denies the chance to tie it. Take another peek.
If you want to learn how to be smart, take a volley and know how to really execute it as it's dropping down. That is such a beautiful shot from Ben Johns, such great control. The accuracy on that is just perfection.
8-7.
It's good.
Point.
And a beauty again. Comes off the paddle from Ben Johns.
So smooth on the run from Ben. Mo usually has his paddle on that one. It's hard to pass this
9-7.
tall, lengthy player, and he finally does it.
And another match point for Ben Johns.
He had trouble closing the other
Match
game.
point.
He had 4 game points.
10-7.
Let's see if he could do it on this first match point here.
Drop volley with an angle. Ben Johns is there. Alhouni hangs on. It's just narrowly. No, Ben Johns calls it.
He
calls it good.
in. Gosh, from here I saw a little wobble.
Everybody in the house thought it was out. Everybody is wondering why that is not match sealed.
7-10.
I mean, this is.
I'll recall.
I guess for the effort. That ball
7-10.
was definitely out by like an inch. Maybe Ben's having fun. Okay, that one he's gonna call wide. Fine, he says, everybody, appeasing the audience.
Match point. 10-7.
And a beauty of a backhand drop pays off a 3-game epic battle.